Hey guys, welcome to game number 4, ZOTAC against Soulman ZOTAC Cup Finals. It's 2-1 in ZOTAC's favor. They are now the standard colors, so let me update that. Players keep changing in between games. It's so BM. It is Shakuras, Plateau, and Soulman has been playing this 2-base hyper-aggressive, and it just hasn't been working. ZOTAC has been stopping it, and a lot of Protoss have been doing this lately. Most notably, MC. It doesn't, they do cut probes. They go for this huge 2-base attack. In last game, I think Soulman would have been a lot more successful if he didn't show his blink. He showed his blink just to pick off an Overseer, which, I mean, the Overseer could have lived. It didn't really hurt ZOTAC that much to not lose it, but Soulman pulls 3 Stalkers, hiding a Stalker count, to pick off an Overseer, and then you know what happens? Well, he blinks. So if you see 3 Stalkers blink to kill an Overseer, there's gonna be more Stalkers. And ZOTAC easily reacted to that, and he was like, oh wow, easy peasy, man. So we will probably see ZOTAC just to decide go hatch first. He's been fairly safe against the cannon rushes, knows how to defend it, and we'll see exactly what Soulman ends up doing. This is Shakuras Plateau, and let me make sure everything is fine. Yep, everything is fine, so there goes the Forge. He didn't get a scout off right away, so he doesn't know, are you going gas pool? Are you going, what are you doing? And ZOTAC just going for the fast, well, not fast, normal spawning pool. He doesn't hatch first this time. Shakuras Plateau, maybe he knows something I don't, and hatch first is horrible. I think hatch first is horrible on any map, ZVP. Don't get me wrong, but ZOTAC has been doing it and getting away with it. But this time, he's up 1 game. Wins 1 more game, he wins his BO5, and decides, you know what, I'm not going to make any risks. I'm just going to play safe 2 games in a row, and I'm confident I can beat you in that late game. So the Nexus is going up at 17. The Forge is up, and that probe is going to be sticking around to throw down a cannon. 4 Lings on the way. And we'll see what ZOTAC decides to do. 4 Lings is the standard number, just so you can easily deal with anything the probe decides to do. And go scout around the map, because keep in mind, ZOTAC does not know his opponent is. Well, he knows what his opponent is, he doesn't know what he's doing. And it looks like a pylon and a cannon will wall this off. I don't believe a Stalker can fit through that, so he will be killing this pylon eventually. And ZOTAC just, he knows, it's Shakuras Plateau. Every Protoss on Shakuras Plateau goes for a forward fast expand. So, without scouting, he decides, I'm going to take my 4th base at 4 minutes. That's just how I'm going to do it. And has 1 Ling up here just looking for any proxy pylons and going to protect this 3rd base. And when a Protoss does this forward fast expand, they can't put any pressure on. The only hopes they have at killing this base, it seems right now in this metagame, is to cannon rush it. So this 1 Ling just runs around it and shows this is safe. The Overlord saw the probe. He knows, okay, nothing really happened. Just going to keep tabs on that 1 probe. And what Kiwikake has actually been doing to change it, that's why I said meta, is just been getting 2 gateways and chrono boosting a bunch of zealots, skipping this time to escort for a little bit, and going in with like 5 zealots to take out this base. He loses the 5 zealots, but he takes out this base and kind of just resets the game, saying it's 2 base and 2 base now. We both did equal damage. You can send the Lings you used to kill my zealots to attack me, but I got cannons and a wall, so it kind of just resets the game and makes it a little bit more even, because right now ZOTAC does have an advantage at 3 bases so quickly. Going to this work account, it is 30 drones to 28 probes. Warp Gates is on the way. And ZOTAC at this point can do a lot. And what he's doing is just building drones, just pumping them up, building them as fast as Rhett would. Even this hatch, just building drones. Actually, he's mixing in a few queens. And is he getting extra queens? Yeah, he's getting 1 extra queen to start spreading that creep. You can see this queen used her first probably batch of energy to just start expanding because he has enough lava on his own. Evo Chamber is coming up because the past few games, CrazyMovin has just been going for a Stargate, but this game, he's going in for a lot of games. Actually, last game he went for... No, he did go for a Stargate last game too, so... This game, he's just going to be doing the good old 7-gate. And this is a pretty good blind counter when the Zerg player just takes 3 bases so quickly. The question is, will he produce the right units? Most likely he'll be whooping in sentries first, of course, and then probably stalkers and just go stalker sentry. That does fairly well against anything. Could go a lot of zealots, but then against roaches that doesn't do well. Could go just stalkers, that won't do well against just lings. But when you have this many sentries, you have almost unlimited force field, so your stalkers very, very safe. And uh-oh, this overlord gets a pretty good scout, misses on these 3 gates. So a very nice job that Master did hide all those gates. And, ooh, that is good. So Master showed off a few sentries, and then while their sentries killed that overlord, a ling ran up and saw the force up here. So he should know it's a 7-gate now and just building a bunch of lings and roaches that speed just about to finish. It's all going to come down to how well Master can force field. And gonna throw down that one pylon. These stalkers are gonna be able to pick off these lings, no problem. Few roaches gonna stay on this high ground, getting spine calls. These spore calls will complete waste. And CrazyMovin is doing a good job just keeping his opponent trapped in this area. There's nowhere Master can really do. He's got to attack up here. And that one pylon's going to go down instantly to the roaches on this high ground. And now Master's just going to force field that, and now going to go for the main. And uh-oh, maybe I was wrong. That force field's pretty strong. And a bunch of lings going down right here. More and more roaches are coming. And it looks like this force field is going to wear off. Master going to, no, gets it just in time. Keeping the forces separated is the key for the Protoss on winning this. Zerg player is at 112 supply. Protoss is at 79. And oh, he missed the force fields. And now those sentries are going down. This could be GG right here. It all came down to the sentries not being able to wall this again. The stalkers left the sentries so they could go harass this base. And since there was no wall, CrazyMovin came down and picked off those sentries for pretty much free. Soulman in a lot of trouble here. 122 supply for the Zerg, 89 for the Protoss. He's got to have absolutely perfect force fields from here on out. And CrazyMovin can actually do a pretty good counterattack with just a few lings. And wait, those lings get a huge surround on those stalkers. And I really like how CrazyMovin doesn't put those lings on attack command. He clicks them all the way up here. And there's the GG. But what this game came down to is, let me go back really fast. Because this was a really important part. That blunder right here, that was important, but that's not what cost the game. Right here is what gave CrazyMovin a chance. So, sentries gonna come up here. While they're coming, keep an eye on this ling. So, ling's gonna run up. Pause the game right here. This ling sees 3 sentries and 3 stalkers. He saw 4 sentries up here. So he sees so many units that can't really be produced off just these 4 warp gates at this point in time with this build. So this is how he knew what it exactly was. That it was probably going to be like a 7-gate. And I think that's what gave CrazyMovin this game and said, okay, no drones from this point out. Just going to build units and defend. If this took him by surprise, he would not have the roaches on this high ground, the lings down here, waiting for Soulman to come up. So if we just go back, and I know it's over, the game's over. I'm just going to do a little bit of analysis since I have a few more minutes. We'll just look over at this, because this was pretty cool. CrazyMovin had the defense ready. So Soulman can't just walk up here. There's units here, there's units down here. That's going to be pretty hard to do anything with. He may be able to brute force his way up, but he may not. He doesn't know exactly how many units are on that high ground. So his plan right here is to force field this, basically, and go to attack this base. So, does that. Does a pretty good job. He is pretty far ahead. I mean, he's getting this force field off. Killing those units, and here we go. That's it. That was the blunder. These sentries did not get those force fields off. They do go down. And holy cow, that one had a lot of energy, actually. So let's see how many force fields, and that'll be the last bit of this game. So there goes those 2 force fields. This we just saw, blah, blah, blah. Takes this out. Gets that force field off just in time. And then right here, this is the blunder right here. So let's see. No force fields on those 2 guys. These 2 guys, though, pretty much have 2 each. So what Soulman was probably thinking is these 2 sentries can force field this ramp, and he'll be fine. And then realizes, oh no, those guys don't have force fields. It's these 2 sentries that do, and they get caught up in the stalkers. And they're here, can't get that force field down. GG. Very close game, and that's going to be it. So take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed these casts, this finals coverage. I'm going to be doing a lot more casting. I'm still sick. It was pretty hard for me to get through all these games. My throat is killing me, but I'll probably be back in about 2 days. And I'll do another finals of a tournament and just keep casting replays. Going to try to do it every single night, and then we'll get show matches going next week, hopefully, if I'm feeling good. And, yeah, you'll be seeing a lot more of me. Take care. See you guys.